Ex-Pope Benedict breaks silence on church's sex abuse crisis and blames the sexual revolution and liberals. All right, I haven't read this article yet, so let's everybody buckle in for this mental gymnastics. Pope Benedict has broken his silence in a rare essay on the sex abuse crisis in the Catholic Church, claiming it was caused in part by the sexual revolution of the 1960s and the liberalization of the Church's moral teaching. In the 11-page analysis published today in a German magazine for priests, Klusbot, the former pope, also reveals some of the behind-the-scenes struggles between the Vatican and American bishops in handling the crisis, and admits that the Vatican was initially overwhelmed in dealing with it. The behind-the-scenes struggles, I guess, refers to covering shit up. That's a nice way of saying covering shit up. He talked about the struggles of covering shit up. All right. Catholic News Agency first published the letter in English on Wednesday afternoon. A top Vatican official has confirmed the essay's authenticity to CNN. Since his resignation in 2013, Benedict has rarely left his monastery high on a hill in Vatican City. In his farewell address as Pope, Benedict promised to stay hidden from the world. That was nice of you, Benedict. Though he has spoken out occasionally on church matters. Well, Benedict, you should have kept that promise. Nearly 92, Benedict appears to be frail but in relatively good health. Okay. Since I myself had served in a position of responsibility as shepherd of the church at the time of the public outbreak of the crisis, and then I didn't fulfill my obligation because I just kind of left the post because I felt like it. And then I still get to live a life of luxury. Isn't that great? You're supposed to pretty much be the Pope until you die, unless there's some big circumstance that you can't be. This dude pretty much just decided, I don't want to do this anymore. And they were like, okay, here's your life of luxury. You still have no needs or wants for the rest of your fucking life. Oh, and we don't pay a dime in taxes. Man, George Carlin said it best. When it comes to pure bullshit, a businessman can't hold a candle to a clergyman. Can't hold a tax-exempt candle from the church to a clergyman. Carlin said it best. Still true. All right, let's see what else. All right, so his comments on the sex abuse crisis seem certain to inflame tensions between conservative class Catholics who largely blame homosexuality and lax sexual ethics for the scandal, and liberals who say there is no known connection between homosexuality and pedophilia. It's amazing to me that anybody still needs to make statements like this. I mean, it's mind-blowing that there's no known connection between homosexuality and pedophilia. People still need to say that. People still need to make statements like that. Because there's certain people that still entertain those notions. Oh yeah, pedophilia, it's because of homosexuality. There's still people that do that mental gymnastics. That do that type of homophobic smearing. I guess it's people like Pope Benedict that say stuff like that. All right, so let's see what else is in his dumb essay. This is an embarrassing letter. The idea... Okay, so here's some people criticizing his letter, saying it's embarrassing, which I think is that's a very diplomatic way to put it. Embarrassing. I would say just straight out cruel and vicious and beyond tone deaf. In the essay, Benedict asserts that the changes in traditional moral standards on sexuality, both in society and within the Catholic Church, laid the groundwork for sex abuse. Okay. The extensive collapse of the next generation of priests. In various seminaries, homosexual cliques were established, which acted more or less openly and significantly changed the climate in the seminaries. That's what Pope Benedict's claiming. See, and there are people who believe no matter what the Pope says, he is speaking through a divine power. That a divine power is speaking through the Pope. So I don't know if Pappas, which is what that's referred to, I don't know if Pappas believes that Pope Benedict still does that or not. Because he is still alive and still speaking, but he's no longer the Pope. So Is he still, God's puppet, or is it Francis now? I don't know. I don't know how a papist would dissect that. Mainly because I don't look much into it, because I think the idea that some human is speaking through divine intervention is beyond absurd. Especially when they say shit like this. So there you go. Someone connected to the Catholic Church, and someone quite powerful at that, is speaking out about sex abuse. They're not saying, we covered this up and this is morally repulsive. Those responsible need to be brought to justice. They didn't say, we have a huge systemic problem. What they did say was, it's because of sex. It's because of people's views on sex have evolved, and it's because of gay priests. That's what it is. That's the cause of all this. Good job, Pope Benedict. Good job. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your news